We're starting now. And hello, welcome once again, Daily Limbus Company stream. We gotta go fast today. Why we gotta go fast? Well, besides my cat's incessant meowing, in 2 hours the game will go into. Excuse you? We're going to maintenance, and so we're going to start right away and start reading the units to understand what they do. So today we're going to be using the Blade Lineage, a very early thing that only got stronger. So beginning with our earliest ID, Otis. Otis is strong against slash, weak against pierce. It is very much a offensive unit with 61 offense level but 60 defense level. Has wrath, has lust, has pride, and a pretty good evade. Apologies. Skill 1 is a 10 roller with coin power plus 1, but at 5 points, becoming a normal 11 roller. Skill 2 is a 13 roller with no extra power, so 13 roller is kind of weak for skill 2, not gonna lie. And her skill 3 is a 14 roller with final power plus 2, becoming a 16 roller if the target's below 50% with no extra bonuses or nothing. It is a double ID, so we really can't expect much out of it. Her defense gains coin power if she's at 6+ poise, so becoming a 16 evade, which is not bad at all. Her passive is dealing 20% more damage to targets below 25% HP at a Pride Resonance. And by the way, I use the Blade Lineage a lot. Pride Resonance is the name of the game here. Moving on to Yi Sang. He is strong against slash, weak against pierce, possesses pride, wrath, envy, and a pride counter. His passive is on 4 owned pride. On Clash Win, he gains poise count and coin power plus 1 for every 5 poise count, max of 3, giving him a possibly 3 coin power for every one of his skills. I know this ID is incredibly strong, and it's one of the launch IDs. I think, if my memory does not fail me, it's one of the IDs. Have I been muted all this time? I haven't, okay. It was one of the IDs that was given to us as a reward for pre-registration. Anyway, skill 1 is a 6 and... Don't think it, don't say it. It's a 14 roller. It is much higher. It's already breaking the average for every other skill 1s we have seen, which usually is 11 roller. So anyway, it's a 14 roller. 14 roller? No, it's a 13 roller, sorry, and gains poise count points on next turn. 65 offense level, but he has a horrid defense level of 56. Skill 2, it's a 7-2-2, meaning it is a 11 roller that gains more poise count next turn. It is weaker than his skill 1 somehow, but gives him poise count. And finally, Flank Thrust, which is 8-2-2-2, meaning it's a 14 roller. It deals more damage on the critical hit on the 3rd coin. And remember, all of these can gain 3 coin power, becoming a 16 roller and then becoming a 17 roller. And then lastly, but certainly not least, a 23 roller on his skill 3. Finally, his defense is a 10+8 counter with 70% more damage on the critical hit. 70% damage is not bad at all. So it is a very, very solid ID, if albeit a little simple. Again, it was a launch ID, pre-launch ID. Sinclair. Sinclair is weak, strong against slash and weak against pierce. A recurring theme between all of these is that they are very weak against piercing. He has gluttony, he has wrath, he has his pride, and he has a wrath counter. His passive is a true pride resonance. Last coin of this last skill in the chain deals 20% more damage. Whenever ally or other than this unit gains poise count, this unit gains +1 poise count and a 50% chance. Very nice, a little bit of extra damage there, kind of nothing, but it's easily activated, so nothing really to say about it. Skill 1, Slice and Stab. It's a 5-2-2 and 9 roller, and if he has 3 poise count, it becomes a 11 roller. So really, he only gets his skill 1 on average level with other IDs if he has 3 poise count, which he should get right away from passives and etc. Skill 2, Slash Series. It's a 6/2/2/2, it's a 12 roller. If he loses the clash, he gains 2 attack power up, which is unusual for any skills. If he wins the clash, he does not spend poise count with critical hit attacks landed with the skill, and he gains a lot of poise. It's very nice because it's a 3 coin, and if he's critting, he's not consuming his crit count. Let's remember, poise works like this. Your potency is your crit chance. Each one of those give you a 10% chance to crit, if memory does not fail me. And the count is how many times you can crit. Finally, we have to claim their bones, a very powerful 1 coin skill, rolling at 26, at 10 poise count, he deals 2.5 times more damage, inflicts a lot of paralyze, inflicts some bleed. A paralyze here is kind of strange, but still. And finally has his new sprung counter. On use, he gains a damage up and 3 poise count. So for a single counter, he can already establish himself with his 11 roller here, but that's all he does. His skill tree is excellent, his skill 2 is a gimmick. If you lose the clash with it, you gain a pack power up, which is nice, always nice. And that's it, not much to talk about here. Hey, I thought it was potency times count to land the crit. I'm not sure of that myself, you know. I'm fairly sure the potency is how your chance to crit. That's why if you're like above 10, you are already critting all the time. But for the sake of fairness and for the sake of learning, since we are after all learning these IDs, let's take a look at how poise works. Poise Limbus Company. This will take time, a little bit of time, but we are trying to go fast here. Simply because we have to beat it in less than 2 hours. Alright, let's see. The chance for a critical hit is dependent on poise potency. Crit chance equal potency times 5%, while poise count decreases by 1. Oh my god, what the hell is this? Ken Felix. Yo buddy, I dropped the follow. Respect the grind and wanted to show real support. I connect you with a top Twitch streamer. Go away. Yeah, it's potency multiplied by 5. So it is still by potency. I didn't realize it was by 5. So 1, 2, you need 20 to have 100% crit chance. So there we have it. Anyway, moving on. We gotta go. Look at Dawn. Look at Dawn. Look at his face. Look at this creature. Unlike the other IDs, she is weak to Blunt, but still strong against Slash. She possesses Pride, Envy, and Sloth with a Pride Evade. I like when teams like this have a defense skill of this, what's it called? The resonance we need. It's always nice to have. In any case, skill 1. Oh yeah, passive is first. It's a Pride Resonance. When this unit gains poise potency with its own skill or coin effects, give 1 poise potency to 1 ally with no poise or with the least poise potency 5 times max. True Resonance, very good. They self-sustain each other with their poise. They're very nice. Skill 1, it's a 11 roller. Finally, a ID with the baseline skill 1. At 5 poise on self, gains a coin power plus 1, becoming a a 13 and then a 15 roller, very strong, and gains poise count. Blade Arc, second skill, 4/5/5. It is a 14 roller, gains coin power plus 1 at 7 poise on self, becoming a 16 and then an 18 roller. Very nice. On crit, to ally either with no poise or less poise, she applies the same effect of her passive on a critical hit with her skill 2. Very nice. And finally, her skill 3. It's a 4/3/3/3. It is a 13 roller natural, gains a coin power plus 1 when she's at 10 plus poise, meaning it becomes a 4/4/4/4. It's a 16 roller. And if she hits the first skill, the second skill, the final hit deals 20% more damage, deals 30% more damage on critical hit, applies poise just like her passive to allies, and attack, and if she kills the target, she applies 1 slash damage up to self and 1 random ally next turn. It is the textbook example of what I want double IDs to be, a support unit. Her skill 2 and skill 3 and her passive supports all the Blade lineage with poise, and it's very nice. And she has a okay evade of 13. Nothing too crazy here. Thank you, Dawn, you are adorable. Moving on to Faust. Faust is, much like Dawn, weak to blunt and resistant to slash. She has Sloth, Pride, Gloom. I think she's the only unit in this team that has Gloom. And a Gloom block, making her kind of bad for Resonance, because she will break the chain unless she has a skill 2. But passive time. On critical, she inflicts 1 Red Plum Blossom. If the target has 10 Plum Blossom, inflict 1 defense level down instead, 6 times max. It's a unique bleed, max value of 10, 10% chance for this unit to be critically hit if this unit is the main target. When struck by a critical hit, gain bleed equal to half the value of the, and take damage, more damage on critical hit. So inflicts bleed, more crit chance, and more damage on a crit. Got it. And if the target has 10 of these, they take a defense level down, which increases the damage they take from all sources, except for, status. Skill 1, 3-2-2-2-2, meaning it's a very subpar skill so far. It's a 9 roller. That is very low, and that's incredibly low. We're gonna replace this with skill shoes as soon as we can because of Pride. Anyway, it gains a coin power of +1, becoming a 12 roller, which is, a little bit above average. And it inflicts 1 Red Plum Blossom. Skill 2, Acupuncture. It is a 14 roller. It gains coin power +1 at 7 poise, becoming a 7-7-14. No. Yeah, 7-7-14. 18 roller. On hit, gains poise, inflicts poise on use, deals more damage on critical hit, inflicts bind, and does Red Plum Blossom by 2. Skill 3, it's a 5-6-6, a 12, then a 17. Very low. Deals 3% more damage for every Red Plum Blossom on target, so she can get up to 30% extra damage with this skill. Coin power +1 for every 7 poise on self, max of 3. And now we're talking. So this attack goes from being a 17 roller on the first threshold, or first 7 poise, it goes to a 19, and then to a 21, and then to a 23, which is not bad. I thought it was bait, buddy. What was bait? In any case, moving on. The skill does not consume Red Plum Blossom on critical, which allows her to keep her stacks, alright? Inflicts 5 if the target has 10, inflicts slash fragility. If it inflicts 5, the target has 10, inflicts slash fragility. Very nice. She can keep up the stacks of that thing, assuming other targets do not attack it. And my dogs are, barking, can't do anything about it. Redirects a 10-4 and gains a final power of +1 for every poison self, max of 5, becoming a 19 block skill. The live stream itself, because, well, it's April 1st. I didn't have anything for April 1st prepared. I am going to stream Blade Lineage. Actually, stream Blade Lineage. And I gotta do it fast, too. Anyway, Blade Lineage Mentor, Mercel, the meat of this team. Oh yes, I do want a coffee, please. The meat of this team. That one, Malbranch, hello and welcome to the stream. In any case, Blade Lineage Mentor, the meat, the potatoes, and everything else of this team. Let's check his skills. He's weak to blunt and ineffective against slash, much like Faust and Dawn. He has true pride skills, 1 wrath skill that we know very well and dear, our envy counter, which is unusual, and finally his empowered S3. Well, it's not technically empowered S3, but we know what it does. Passive time, which is very important for this team because he was not the first, I think, but one of the most important team leader archetypes. In Memoriam, when 3 or more Blade Lineage allies are defeated, when gaining pose potency or count with his unit own skills and coins effects, gain more. When 5 or more Blade Lineage allies are defeated, gain 2 more of combat start. Combat start applies swordplay on the homeland on self. This is if your guys die, which probably will not happen. 3 Pride Resonance. In this encounter, when this unit takes damage that brings their HP down to 0, nullify that damage. Then, this unit HP cannot drop below 1 for the turn, once per encounter. When this unit gains poise potency or count with its own skill or coin effects, give 1 poise potency and 1 poise count to 2 other Blade Lineage allies with no poise or with the least poise. This is the Same passive for Dawn, but compounded in his big passive here. If there are 6 or more Blade Lineage allies participating in this encounter, give 6 true points potency, a 2 points count instead. Combat start applies Swordplay of the Homeland buff to all other Blade Lineage allies. Swordplay of the Homeland, when at 5+ points upon skill use, skill 1 and skill 2 gain coin power plus 3 divided by number of coins, minimum of 1, and deal 30 divided by number of coins % more damage when critically hit. When at 7 points upon skill use, skill 3 deals more damage and deals more critical damage. So this is very important for this thing because of the extra coin power we can get. This guy here is the meaty potato. It's not King Salt that needs this thing, it's a team that needs King Salt. Pretty much, you are right on the money there, Carmen, because King Salt is all good on his own, and if his allies do die, he gains more poise for himself, and he applies Swordplay of the Homeland on himself. But his allies benefit greatly from his presence, because he is the team leader. I mentioned that I like this type of character before, because it feels like, you know, a team, and you have the team leader motivating your little sinnerlings to fight harder. That's why I like the Kurokumo clan so much. In any case, skill 1, draw of the sword. 3 for 4, making this an 11 roller, gains coin power at 5 poise, turning this into a 13 roller. Combat start applies Sword of the Homeland rending to highest absolute resonance other Blade Lineage allies in descending order of speeds. Slowest to fastest 2 times masks. Swordplay of the Homeland. Skill 1 gains final power by the effects count for this turn. If there are 6 or more allied Blade Lineage identities in this encounter, apply 2 instead. So, Swordplay of the Homeland rending, it gives skill 1. So imagine that he is leading by example here. If he uses his skill 1, he gives everyone power on the skill 1. Skill 2. At 7 poise gains coin power. It is a mighty 18 roller, gaining coin power plus 3, turning it into a 21 on 7+ poise. Apply Swordplay of the Homeland penetrating, which gives skill 2 final power. To highest absolute resonance other Blade Lineage in ascending order of speed, slowest to fastest. There are 6 or more, and apply 2 instead. Gains a slash power up, which increases all his, he is pretty much Sword of the Homeless. Gains slash power up, which is all of his skills, really. Even though it's called acupuncture, it's a slash skill. And finally, Yield My Flesh. Gains aggro to the skill slot next turn. Until the skill ends, this unit cannot be staggered from taking damage. Gains 5 poise after getting hit on Clash Lose. Use to claim their bones skill. On crit, deal 3% more damage on critical hit for every poise potency yourself, max of 75, 30% damage on a critical hit, deals 0.5 more damage per 1% missing HP on self, max of 25. Very good. Let's check his defense. Overthrow. On use, he gains 1 slash power up next turn, deals more damage for every missing HP on self. We're probably never going to use this, because we're always going to be clashing, so it's kind of a bad defense skill. I think it was released before clashable counters were a thing, so anyway. To claim their bones, the big skill, the big 4-coiner. Before attack, for every 7 poise on self, attack weight plus 1, max of 2. So at 14 poise, he gets 2 attack weight. This skill rolls a 16. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. No, it's a 20. This skill rolls a 20 naturally. Deals 2% damage on critical hit for every poise potency on self, max of 50%. 30% more damage on a critical hit, deals more damage based on missing HP. If the skill targets only a single enemy, deals double damage. On hit, inflicts bleed and inflicts paralysis next turn. And that is our boy. We already know how he works. We've seen the videos, we've seen the memes. He is a very good boy and he helps his entire team. Let's build the team real quick. Remember, we are on a timer here today. Ryoshu, how can you help us? We need Pride and we need Poise. You apply Poise count, so you are going to be a maid today. Hong Lu, what is your Poise ID? You do not have one, I believe. You have Full Stop Office, which is for bullets. Correct. Lord of Hong Yuan can't help us. K Corp is for healing. We are going to take Tanger, of course, we are, because it's extra damage. You also do not have a good poise ID to support us. You have an excellent poise ID for Pierce and for ammo. And yeah, you don't really have anything that can help us. We could take Hazel Pack your Depth Bench because it's a very good all-around passive. We do have some Wrath going around here on this team, so we can take a Wrath Resonance like this one, which is more damage, of course. More damage for our boys. They're so hungry. Ishmael, you have Edgar Family Butler, which deals more damage against targets with sinking. You do not have a poise ID that can help us, do you? No, we have Pequod Captain, that's right. It's, yep. More poise for our poise boys. They're so hungry for poise. Rhodia might just stay base Rhodia because of the extra damage. There is Way Association South Section 5, which gives us shield on poise count, but it's only 10, so it's kind of What else? Nothing else. Base Rhodia it is. And Gregor has the Pirate. The Pirate is Pierce, right? Pierce damage up. Can't use it. How about Night Owl's Capitano? He is unusable for us. I got it. Zway Self Section is for making us tankier. Might as well bring Liu Association is for 4 subsequent coins, and it's only for the ally with low speed. We're gonna take J-Corp Gregor to heal us. That's our team, that's our boys. Deploy, then kill. Oh, before we go, I almost forgot. Since it's a full team, I have full confidence that this is gonna be a little faster. Oh, did I clear it? What the hell do I do with the 17 extra clipboards I have now? Anyway, before I forget, let's do this. We're still on time. Yes. So, once again, this is another team whose abilities are very automatic. I'm trying to speed run through this because I want to get the other loading screen. Their abilities are very automatic. They don't require much fidangling. Just hit the Pride Resonance of 3 and you are good to go. You don't even need an absolute resonance. Just hit 3 Pride Resonance and you're good to go. Everyone gets empowered. Everyone gets strong. And remember, because of the way Kinsalt works, his skill 1 and skill 2 applies based on Pride Resonance, a buff for skill 1 and skill 2 for other Blade Lineage IDs. So keep that in mind when he is, attacking. All right, we got the loading screen. Nice job, you decapitated that man. I should really do this off stream, honestly. In any case, off to the dungeon, fast. The maintenance approaches. Enter. Blade Lineage, deploy. We are not taking any of these because I need things. We are taking immediately the Secret Holder because of power up. We're not taking anything else unless I can take the cursed. It's a shame I can't take the cursed item right from the beginning. Right, we're refusing gift. And we are beginning. Again, we're deploying a full team, so we should have no problems clearing the dungeon, unlike yesterday. Flatboat Gramblers, Secret Holder. We're gonna go to the Outcast. Let's go get money. Deploying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Deploy. Ult is either kind of like the least powerful Blade Lineage ID, so you're just there to cover up, really. All right, here we go. Kinsalt on the skill 1.
이번에는 재미 좀 보는가. 생각이 있으면 허접한 것들을 갖다 내진 않았고.
Lower my volume a little bit. All right.
무시.
Moving on. Skill 2 this time.
왜 늦하고 없이 쪼개고 있을까?
Now, there's something I wish they kept for... Now, here's something I noticed. Because Kinsalt buffs the skill 1 or skill 2 based on if he's using skill 1 or skill 2 of his allies, he buffs them. I wish the naming convention for all of their skills were the same. Because, for example, his attack is called Draw the Sword and Acupuncture, right? Some of these characters have Acupuncture and Draw the Sword. Draw the Sword, Acupuncture, the size of dice. Draw the Sword, Acupuncture. You should have kept the same naming convention. Draw the Sword, Blade, Arc, fairly well. But anyway, where's Kinsalt? He's using skill 2 this time.
물러서지 않겠습니다. 아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것.
Oh, I do adore this skill. I always like when he shoulder tracks someone and that person just explodes in blood. And that is because I was just feeling the Ashman to clean their poison. Alright, go, kill them. It's just bugs. Eat the bugs. You will eat the bugs. There's a tiny kitten that keeps escaping from his containment, and the mama cat is just picking them up and bringing them back to the nest. I think she's hurting him, actually. Yeah, but he's kind of heavy. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think she's hurting him. More bugs. Right, nothing to do here, but creel the bugs.
그렇게 깝깝하게 쳐다만 보고 있고 그런다냐? 놈들은 놀라네.
It is very nice to see them swinging their swords around. Bamboo Hatkin was one of my favorite IDs back in, well, not IDs, but, you know, key pages in Library of Ruina because he was fun. And because I'm a weeaboo, I like swords. Even though they are not samurais, mind you. Bamboo Hatkin is not a samurai. He is not using a katana. Despite looking like one, despite the straw hat, it is not a katana. It is a huando. I probably butchered that pronunciation, but a huando, I am fairly sure, is a Korean straight sword. Actually, I'm gonna look that up right away.
옛날에 외부 강사로 뛰던 것이 생각나네.
All right, found an article here. Hold on. Kill this bug for me, quick. All right, so. Where is it? So here we go. Traditions of Korean bladesmith and swordsmanship have served a central place in the military history of Korea for thousands of years. Although typical Korean land battles have taken place in Valley and which favors spear and bows. Sword fighters use secondary close quarters. Korean swords typically fall into two broad categories: the jom and the do. Alright, let's just continue here. Agree that they are stars, brother. They are definitely stars that you're holding in your hands. You should give me the stars. They are very dangerous, brother. You might burn yourself with their incandescence. You're ill-equipped to deal with such bright, burning stars, my friend. You should give them to me. Alright, so here we go. Joseon period, Huando. The sword used for the combat during the Joseon dynasty was called a Huando. And in the name Huando, Huan is the Hanja meaning ring. There are differing opinions about the origin of the name. Blah blah blah. The originated name Huando appears first in English is written carrying. There were many ways to wear the Huando, including using a belt called T-Don, wearing it on the back, around the shoulder, and around the waist by tying a string to the ring of the scabbard. The Rangers of Dynasty swords were often worn with the hilt pointing toward the back. Interesting. This matter of mainly seeing. Hold on. Kill. Again, the sting is automatic. The sting has no gimmick. Just hit a Pride Resonance and you're good to go. Here we go. Found it. And it died. No matter which sword hilt fade backwards, mainly scenes in the entire turn. And the present there. Hondo sticks around. Hondo. Overall shape of the blade is a slightly curved single-edged sword. So they are not katanas, but they're not completely straight either. This is a regular Korean substantial Japanese sword that would grind it down back the back and side slopes in order to make the sides flat and the edge angular. Japanese sword handle have clear angular ridges in the back, blade back. Softer steel on the left, harder on the steel on the right. Locking system. Alright, there we go. Hundo. It is a one-handed, slightly curved, single-edged sword with a more angular edge. Not a katana, mind you. Now, the presence of Bamboo Hat Kings only makes me desire deeply into me more a samurai ID. Please, El Director, I need Crumbling Armor Ryoshu. Or Crumbling Armor anyone. Honestly, I'll take anything. Refresh. Hey, do not diss the power of Blade Lineage Sinclair. I've seen that skill hit absurdly high because it doesn't roll that high, but it deals so much damage. Did I? Yeah, refresh. We need poise. We need poise. Give me poise. Very cool, but I prefer X's. X's are alright. I'm more of a blade guy myself. Mind you, here's the thing. I am a weeb. I have no qualms in, saying that I am one. I like samurais, I like katanas. But here's the difference. Mostly on pop media, katanas are depicted as being agile swords for fighters with great agility and skill. I go the other way. I prefer to use a big-ass katana, or if I have to use a normal katana, I want to use the tachi, which is, the equivalent of a longsword. But you know how in Elden Ring, or I guess Souls game in general, weapons have a stat scaling, right? In Elden Ring, you can change the stat scaling of a weapon with a whetstone. Wet knife? Whetstone, whatever. Imagine that I am the type of guy that will take a katana and instead of using it with dexterity, I will pump strength into that thing. I am not doing a cool little cut with supreme technique. I am cutting through you with pure strength and through your sword. I don't care if my sword breaks, because if it breaks, I'm just gonna punch you. I'm gonna hit win rate here. Fuck this apple. Let me just make sure I am maximizing my gains of power here. So I am a strength chud. I am not much of a critical chance kind of character. I am a critical damage kind of character. I might not crit that much because the katana is, it's gonna be always the crit type of weapon in video games. I might not crit, but when I crit, you're gonna feel it, brother. It's gonna cut down your soul, so sharp the sword is. It has been folded 3 billion times in the great forges of Mount He, which is in China, but it's connected to Japan somehow. Alright, we got our resonance here, good. And now we just do damage. Fuck this apple.
놀랐네. 담배 좀 사자. 이만치 할 줄 알았으면 빨리 좀 하지 그랬냐?
More of an attack speed kind of guy, which is why I like daggers so much. Yeah, the only problem with attack speed is that, especially in video games, once you reach a certain threshold of attack speed, the animations kind of become silly. If you play, I don't know if you play Warframe, but if you pump too much attack speed, you just, it looks silly as hell. Did you know they weren't considered agile swords because it wasn't pure iron to make it perfect? Wow! Don't start with that. Don't start with that. You are going to activate my neurons and force me to go on a never-ending ramble hole. What the fuck? As of late, when I was checking, you know, the Cursed Bird app, there was some time ago a lot of discussion about the metallurgy of the olden days and katanas in general, forging stuff. Point is, they had the metal to do it. They had the iron sands to do it. It's just that because of popular media at the beginning, selling katanas because of, you know, cultural relevancy of the time, because Japan was investing heavily on soft power politics. They were selling the katana like this ultimate super master-crafted weapon that could cut through a solid block of metal. And of course, impressionable young men ate the lie and started, you know, repeating the same shit over and over and saying like, oh, the katana is the best weapon ever. It will cut through the very air, creating a vacuum that slashes through you. And it has kind of become like a thing in, you know, in media that people started overcorrecting it. You know, dial it back. You know, it's not that strong. Come on now. Selection wasn't that good, but then over the years they overcorrected it, and now people think like, oh, the katana is actually like a trash sword because they didn't have pure metal and their forging technique was sucked and etc. So we created an overcorrection. But if you want to sit down here, I could go open up like Guns in History, which is the guy that does all the research into like Japanese armor and weaponsmithing, and read some lines for you. But nah. What do you think you are to use rend space to claim their bones? I'm very curious about the rend space thing, because we have rend space from W Corp, which is their technology. You know, they have the dimension technology, so it makes sense to develop weapons for that. Just like any other wing in the city, they take their technology and develop their own armed forces, because of course they will. But the rend space is a technique that can be learned naturally. No augmentations, no nothing. You just gotta be good enough with a sword. That interests me a lot. I want to see how it's going to be developed. Because the way it kind of sounds, the way like, oh, rend space, it kind of sounds like a short-term teleportation or something. Alright, give me more pride resonance. The good thing about having a team that relies heavily on resonance is that the resonance is going to buff all their units with offense level and damage, which is very nice. Hope game gets an insane mode. Not sane and rested mode, don't forget that. When Skin appeared on that the place where he fought the Kurokumo captain, he was fresh out of the library, and even before that he was homeless, the Sword of the Homeless Man. Homeless and tired. All of his apprentices were without a home, without a place to rest, because they are being hunted down by S-Corp taboo hunters, which are described as being like exceptionally vicious, and that they did not let like silly things like wing borders, district borders, or nest borders stop their hunt. So they were constantly hunted down. They were tired from fighting. They didn't get proper chance to rest. That's why they all have scars on their bodies. After that, they got an invitation to the library. They go there. The library does its thing. And once they finally get debooked, they are back at it again, fighting the Kurokumo clan by surprise. He flips his shit, attacks his own apprentices, his own pupils, and yeah. I don't think he got much of a chance to rest, to heal, or to eat properly. So if he does come back, I do hope he comes back like a beast. Pride residence coming right up. Ravens type shit in hardcore. Yeah, something like that.
그렇지 않은가?
Which, by the way, it makes a good idea for making like a campaign in my tabletop. Is make all the characters taboo hunters from S-Corp, and they have to go on their own odyssey around the city trying to find their target, because I imagine them to be like wandering swordsmen with a purpose. Like, this guy broke a taboo in S-Corp. Find him, kill him, and he's on the other side of the city, and the only thing you have to guide yourself about him is the fact that he likes wearing a red shoelaces.
확실하게 갈라지는 감각이었네.
옛날에 외부 강사로 뛰던 것이
That is the one thing I got a little disappointed on Ryoshi's Kanto, was the fact that I was expecting us to go to the Japan equivalent of the city, but we got, you know, House of Spiders instead, which was cool, which was nice. It was more lore on the Five Fingers, which I wanted, I like it, but I really wanted to be City Japan. Alright, alright, alright.
죄를 새겨주겠어. 말안 해. 알아서 잘하고.
확실하게 갈라지는 감각이었네.
육적.
흉터의 결과야.
배워냈어요.
놀만치 노른 것 같은 게 이제 싸게 치워불고 가자. 고생들.
But never got an explanation why his eye glows blue. I guess he can just do that. Alright, we are still within time. Let's get going. Let's replace some skills. Why shall we not? Where is Dawn? No, not Dawn. No, you're also... We need more pride. Let's replace this one. There we go. Replace it again. There we go. Midwinter Nightmare Resolution. Like it. And enhance the... Oh, we don't have... Sell gifts. Sell this useless one. And sell this one. Enhance our nebulizer. Twice. And then enhance resolution once. There we go. We could sell the maggots as well and max upgrade resolution, as that will give us power. Very good. It's a good slash gift for our good slash boys and girls.
착수.
Now get out there and rip them asunder. I remember I once did a mirror dungeon floor 15 max adversity by mix and matching the Blade Lineage and the Kurokumo clan, because it is possible. They can complement each other. And the funny thing is, here's how it works. When an ally gets hit, Kurokumo Heathcliff gets to attack that guy for free, right? Where are you targeting? When an ally dies, or an ally gets staggered and below 25% HP, Heathcliff attacks the guy that did that with his enhanced, rules of the backstreets. And if an ally dies, he also gets to do it one more time, meaning that passive of his triggers 3 times. When an ally is hit, when an ally is staggered and below 25% HP, and when an ally dies. Because Kinsalt here he doesn't die because of his passive, it led to a situation where Merso got hit and got his HP nuked by Nelly, I believe. And because he got hit, got staggered at 25% HP, and then died, but not really because, you know, he doesn't die, Heathcliff ripped Nelly asunder with a normal S1 from getting an ally getting hit, and then with two empowered rules of the backstreets. It was the funniest shit. And the worst of it all is, as soon as Heathcliff finished his barrage of attacks, Kinsalt used to claim their bones because he lost the clash with Use My Flesh. Ah, finally, I'm full and rested. Thank you, Limbus Company. Suddenly, Kin uses vertical split spinal module. Nah, he uses rent space vertical split Shinen manga activated.
확실하게 갈라지는 감각이었네.
And we also get, like, before he uses the attack, a bunch of flashbacks of his time in S-Corp teaching people. This truly was the Limbus Company. You know what? Fuck you, I want a full resonance. And that's just an S1 rolling at 21, that's nothing. 21, Tora, 28.
우리를 아주 박살내버렸시야. 화끈한 맛이 아주 딱이야.
The blue bone. Now, this attack that I just described has no animation. It just shows you the bunch of flashbacks, and it cuts to. Okay, it cuts to Kim holding like your spine, like that one in. So this here is your spine. That reminds me, I joined once a Discord for Project Moon Brazil. I should join it again. I never interacted much there. Or at all, really. I do try sometimes to reconnect with my, you know, meus conterrâneos. What is this? What am I looking at here? Whatever. Give me the poise gift. No poise. We gotta keep going. We're about to hit an hour. Refresh. Yes! Yes! Ah, we'll say it's good to slash the sword. I like slashing the sword. Faust, go tell them about the sword.
어긋날 연유도 없죠.
And what do we have here? Ah, this thing. Not to be confused with the other thing that gives you money. Rhodia, go be useful. You have plenty of blood in that blood. Plenty of blood on that blood of yours. Bloody of yours.
내가 경고했잖아.
Ay. Into the slash.
칼을 부딪힐 시간입니다.
I did refurbish the sword a little bit. I also got my own sword here. Ever since I talked about swordplay on stream, I've been thinking about joining again, but I still gotta, you know, do a surgery, and I'll probably use this sword again. It's one of my favorite swords. It's very heavy, and allows me to use a hammer grip to fuck up people's wrists. Anyway, kill them all, my sinners, rip them asunder.
물러서지 않겠습니다.
Showing the pride of the Blade lineage. You were once my favorite team. You can be so again. You just need more. Nice job, Sinclair. You just need more IDs. But hear my warning. Hear my warning well, Blade Lineage. If the Kurukulu gets more IDs, forevermore you shall be forgotten. No, seriously, they release more Kurukulu IDs, I am going to forget about Blade Lineage.
옛날에 외부 강사로 뛰던 것이 생각나네.
즐겁겠군.
일대를 다 뜯어버렸어. 육성.
야! 자!
Fast moving his sword is very don't put a new active sever the target that could agility with a samurai redacting the bones of his victims.
일대를 다 쓸어버리는 놈은
물러서지 않겠습니다.
Wooden sword is
흉터의 결과요.
made for the front end based on your Faust do. Faust do. I don't remember what the Faust do. Mine reminded me of the thing I did.
고생들였다.
That was a. I like that voice that I made. I want to do that voice again. Probably gonna do it on the tabletop as well. Sometimes I'm just saying things and I come across a voice I can make and I never can do that voice again because once I discover I could do it, like this voice here sounds like a Muppet kinda, but I can do it now on command and I use for a specific character in my tabletop campaign. It's a very good voice for a very silly guy. He is a 7 association fixer. He's fat on purpose. Ah yes, Faust, say how good is slashing the sword. Ah, thank you.
그래, 이것은 극작에 갖다 써야지. 배우는 별로 어려울.
I think there's like a 30-second delay between, you know, when I say something it hits YouTube because YouTube is very funny. Let me try to make that voice again. Blade Lineage, you were once one of my favorites, but now the Kurokumo clan has usurped your position with better aesthetics and better mechanics and an arguably superior status ailment. To regain my favor, you must obtain more IDs.
옛날에 외부 강사로 뛰던 것이 생각나네.
You must obtain Rhodia in a traditional kimono.
일대를 다 쓸어.
Yeah, I think I can do this voice if I need it. I am the guy with a very deep voice. I speak in a dramatic manner. This is grinding my throat raw. Yes, I shall use this voice very sparingly when I need to make a strong character.
일대를 다
Yeah, it's pretty good. I say it's pretty good.
흉터의 결과요.
But it does leave me mighty thirst to make this voice.
갈라지는 감각이었네.
배워냈어요.
놀만치 노른 것 같은 게 이제 싸게 치워불고 들어가자. 고생들였다.
All right, let's keep going. We are on 57 minutes. We have an hour to clear the rest of this floors. We're on floor 3. I think we're good on time. All right, let's light member or wamblers. Let's get wambling. Good enough. 4-leaf clover. Yes, I want it. Give me. Oh, the red tassel is here. Oh, I forgot about that. Don't need healing. Don't need extra choices. And certainly don't need this. Red tassel, gimme. Refresh. And nothing. Alright, deploy. Go. Let's fight Kin.
그대, 이 검이 필요하오.
Alright. Next sitter do? Sure. We'll see. We'll see next time. We'll see the next event. I'll tell listeners to go do something. All right, it's Bamboo Hat Kin, the bane of sinking users. And sink all my sword until I explode. One can be safely ignored, so Faust will take over his attack. Also, his music's sick as fuck. I love his music. That might sound like a reawakening blood, carnage. Reawakening to the joy of battle. And with this, we have a resonance.
망설임이 없도록.
One of the things that's very nice about Limbus Company is that once you got things figured out and you're not, just hitting win rate, you can just, lay back and watch the combat plays. I still wish there was a choice to remove all combat text, like every single instance of the text and damage numbers. I just want to see the cool animations. Alright, my sinners, let's dive into fighting. You're gonna win every count clash here, no matter what. More pride resonance. We want to be blue. We want to be blue. If I was green, I would die. How does Kin feel getting jumped by his own clan and his French counterpart? Hey, Kin, remember how you turn on your friends and your disciples that entrusted their lives with you, despite the fact that you committed a horrible taboo on S-Corp and they still followed you around? Hey, remember how you attacked them? So, here's my sinners wearing their skin attacking you. And you have to fight them or else we're gonna kill you. I mean, we use the strongest form of, damage we can use, mental damage. I bet this is doing wonders to his distortion. The strongest negative 45 speed in Limbus Company where they benefit from negative sanity, making 99 seeking the strongest spread ending play, aside from unopposed Spice Bush third skill, of course. Here's the thing, I like Spice Bush is very strong, but I really hate when I have I'm preparing all of this for using a skill tree, but the skill tree doesn't come and then I have to wait more. I'd rather just hit the guy. Ooh, Odoporobe. I didn't get the cursed one though. I wanted to get the cursed one though. I am going to get the fucking sword and nothing will stop me. I do not mind. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to start rotating through things that are rested so I can build up my starlight back, because I want to have at least 1,000 to do the 1,000 or more to do the extreme dungeon. Alright, who's gonna be talking about the Blade Lineage? Dawn, go talk about the Blade Lineage. They're not in office. Alright, Dawn talked about the Blade Lineage. Now, let's see. Otis, go talk to the civilians. Yeah, I mean, you're great with civilians, aren't you? Give the useless gift. Sinclair, go talk to them. Thank you. On to the fight.
착수.
Pekatulas. We got our pride. Absolute resonance, brother.
아, 놀랐네. 담배 떼차서. 그만 찰 줄 알았으면 빨리 좀 하지 그랬냐?
혈이 낭자오.
Now, hold on. I received the bot here not too long ago. I deleted his comment on Twitch. I want you to hear the what's the word I'm looking for here? Presumptuousness? The pompousness? I don't know. Here we go. Yo, buddy, I dropped the follow. He did it. I respect the grind and wanted to show real support. I can connect you with a top Twitch streamer with 430k plus followers on thousands of live viewers. He helps smaller streamers grow organically, blah blah blah. Add him on Discord, blah blah blah. Send him Felix sent you and approach respectfully. He's a big name. Go fuck yourself. Seriously, I respect this one a little bit more than the ones that just say, hey, buy viewers, dumbass. But come on, man, approach respectfully. He is a big name. Come the fuck on. Come the fuck on. Yeah, no, it's literally an IP grabber. I am not fool enough to fall on this. But come on, approach respectfully? Here's what I've been doing. Every time there's a bot, I take their names and I'm writing it down on a notepad here. And I'm turning them into things in my tabletop campaign.
옛날에 외부 강사로 뛰던 것이 생각나네. 한 놈만 잡았지.
He is a big name. Alright, I'm gonna save that to my tabletop campaign. Like I'm about to talk to a king. Yeah. Where is it? There we go. Bots. There we go. Added to the bot list. I have plenty of names now for character concepts for my tabletop. I'm gonna make them to something. I'm gonna make a character say that line. Hey, tell this guy that I sent you, but approach respectfully because he's a big name. And I'm just gonna make him like an absolute dweeb. Whatever, I need to practice more of my voices for the tabletop. One of my players said he has having trouble role-playing because we do our role-play all by voice, as you may have seen on our live stream. And because some of the other players are more used to role-playing their character, he is having a little bit of trouble imposing himself. And I want to help him. And so I also have to practice my own role-play. So I have the Kermit voice, I have the Guy voice. No, this is the most entirely new one. I am the guy, the strong guy. How did I do the Gabblegoose voice again? My name is Gabblegoose. How are you doing? That's not quite there. I used to do this voice a little better. I need to write down key phrases I use to remember when doing voices, so that I can repeat them like internally, and that, you know, you naturally tune into the voice you're trying to make. Oh, hello. Yeah, Faust, go talk about the sword again. People love when you talk about swords. There we go.
어긋날 연유도 없죠.
Let's see. Slash. Refresh. We didn't get the Huando again. And we got Lucky Pouch. Nice. Very nice. We don't have the blade. We have true hilts and no blade. Right, fighting Kim again.
뛰어가겠네.
I am Dr. No, I am Dr. Gabblegoose. I have to do like a big smile to do Dr. Gabblegoose. Where is the Gabblegoose? Gabblegoose is a character that I made, and I want to use him again because he was a very good character. But I'd be fucked if I can do his voice again. Gabblegoose left such a good impression on my players, however. So it would be here on my project tabletop. Acts. That really matters. A question, young man. Those are some mighty fine clothes you're wearing. You don't mind that it gets dirty with blood? Ah, good. I absolutely love driving. Such an invigorating activity. Don't you lads agree? Yeah, I think I got it. I think I got it bad. I just need to practice more. Anyway, again, not much to talk about this team. They are boys, they are bladed, and they are lineage. All of their shit is almost automatic. As long as you can get a basic resonance, it doesn't even have to be absolute, you are good to go.
아름다운 것, 그렇지 않은 것.
It's not even like a counter-heavy team like the middle, where you do as big as envy resonance absolute you can to get all the benefits, so they can use S3s all the damn time. Faust. Swords are made from a thin fabric of redacted and used for slices and agility for a fast kill. But by the metal not being poor, they had machines to do it, but they weren't 100% a rage baiter.
아까부터 두드려 맞더만. 끝까지 헷갈나게 해보는
I mean, you know how the Faust Gesso Shaft, they have true adjectives attached to them, like the coy and playful Faust or the smart and brilliant Faust, and our Faust is just stupid. What would be the Faust that uses swords, like the Weeb Faust, the Weeb and Stinky Faust? I mean, they're all pretty much nerds, so I would say the Fujo Faust, but that's already N-Corp Faust, so it doesn't count. The caps doesn't make me complete the joke, I see. Ah, we got two counters coming our way that we can do naught about it, but take it like a man. Take it like a man. Take it like some sort of bamboo-hatted man. Maybe, now that you mention it, how must Kim feel about fighting his own, like, team? Maybe that's the reason why he takes extra damage from Slash and Pride. To claim their bones communication. Yeah. Ah, it's a stagger. It's just a skill 1 casually rolling 28. That's nothing too bad. Slash! Oh yeah! 562 damage! Now that's some real damage!
고생들이었다.
Alright, final floor. Give me the gift, give me the gift, give me the gift. Sword. Endorphin kit. Deploy. Lightning rod. Refresh. Yes, we are going to this one. We have a full team, so we have nothing to fear. Even if we are fighting the mannequins.
꽃을 피워볼까요?
As I say this and I get absolutely shafted. This is where the 40 minutes of the stream are going to go. Me trying to beat this pack. Alright, finding mannequins. The trick is very simple. We don't attack the mannequins that are blocking. But what is this? When you move over your attack, it shows a clash. Because it's a trick. It's meant to fool you, just like your brain tricks you into thinking. Hello G4, a little late due to watching the movie, so they see the absolute hell outside of seeing the movie. My condolences, acidic trauma, but welcome. Welcome nonetheless. We're on the last floor and we're trying to do this quick today. Not because I want to make the streams quicker, but because in a few minutes the server's gonna go on maintenance and I don't want to repeat what happened for the G-Corp Altis and Weber. And we're not clashing that? You think we're gonna clash that? You thought wrong. Yo, my sinners, destroy them with your enhanced sword tricks.
확실하게 갈라지는
Indeed, looks hell
감각이었네.
in the screen. I should probably read some of the Altars for Hellscreen other works, because I've only really read the Hellscreen itself, when it has become abundantly clear that the characters are a amalgam of the other pieces of art surrounding the piece. Not just, you know, it's not just Ryoshu Hellscreen, it's Ryoshu from another book altogether. I'm only on floor 12 of my MDE, I might not make it. Ooh, gotta go fast, gotta go fast. We gotta proceed with haste, brother.
망설임이 없도록.
Dawn, you failed! That's just flank trust rolling 44. That's nothing, that's nothing. Flash! I'm being very loud today, I don't mind. I hope you don't mind as well. Alright, we got more guys coming in.
놈만 잡아준다겠다. 일대로 다 쓸어버렸던 놈이 있었지.
Oh ho ho! What is this? A hopeless clash for our hopeful boy. Ah, this is going to be glorious. Oh my! The outrolled an eagle. That hurt.
제대로 한 방 물어보시라.
흉터의 결과야.
확실하게
Here he comes
갈라지는
to claim their bones. Beautiful. Why don't we do it again? Encore.
만들라고 했던 것이 이라고 저걸 갈아 마시는 거였나 싶구만.
Okay, I can only use it once per turn, right? Faust, you good? I don't think she's good.
나금은 그게 별 수가 없는 것이죠. 근데 어땠냐? 한 바닥에 째릿째릿해? 급은 좀 맞아 보이던데?
즐겁겠군.
To claim their bones. That's good. Faust, why don't you sit back for a little bit? You are about to fall over.
놈만 잡아준다겠다. 일대로 다 쓸어버렸던 놈이 있었지.
망설임이 없도록.
확실하게 갈라지는 감각이었네. 확실하게 갈라지는 감각이었네.
Right, first, combat node complete. On to the next one.
고생들이었다.
Ooh, just like that? Alright, I'll take it. Faust, my status is indeed a stagger plus plus due to me having no way to claim bones, only eating juicy boneless steak insult leaves for me. That is your mistake, Faust. You do not eat the bones. Fuck off. Fuck off. You too, fuck off. Now, I'm fairly sure this pack has unique events. Why did we get the two generic ones? Alright, one more fight. Faust, you are going to be in deep, deep trouble.
착수.
If Faust died, we just revive her. Once again against the mannequins.
저것들이 아까
Oh my, we're already starting like this, huh?
딱 사냥하기 좋은 사람.
Oh my, it is a hopeless clash. I wonder what's going to happen now.
다음번에는 뵐 수 있겠죠?
아, 놀랐네.
Where is it? Oh right, he had to be at high poise. My mistake. I forgot about that. I assume by automatic like he's gonna be on high poise, which was indeed not the case. Now Faust, you have to stagger him, because if you don't, you will die. Good job. She really is feeling it. She's feeling the heat.
별로 어려울 것.
You see, usually we are out there claiming bones, but down here in the House of Spiders, the bones claim themselves and they walk towards us. It's horrible. You know what? Just obliterate that guy, actually.
랜덤 4월을 건너 살을 태워
Obliteration incoming! Shoulder check! I just realized we're literally taking Kim to the House of Spiders now, where he didn't show up. It's a redo.
그런 것이 쫙 보면 뭘 써야 하는지 딱 느낌이 오잖아.
없도록
Big damage, big damage, big damage, big damage. Yeah!
뵐 수 있겠죠?
Almost a kill. Oh, never mind. It's a kill now. Alright, welcome back, Acidic Strong. Nice to see you.
남자 혈이 남자
Scintilla Aura.
옛날에 외부 강사로 뛰던 것이 생각나네.
Mmm.
한 놈만 잡아줄까?
물러서지 않겠습니다.
Are you guys ready for another round of bone claiming? I am. I know I am. I'm waiting eagerly for the bones to be claimed. Here they come.
흉터의
Oh, wait. Ah. My brain on the rush. Forget about details. He has to lose the clash and get hit. Unfortunately, clashing against the defense does not get you hit. It just gets you blocked. Oh well, it was another chance of doing it funny and it didn't happen.
옛날에 외부
Anyway, there's only 3 of you guys that perish.
물러서지 않겠습니다.
한 놈만 잡아줄까 했더니 일자를 다 죽여버렸어.
Blade Arc! Blade Arc!
확실하게 갈라지는 감각이었네.
다음번에는 뵐 수 있겠죠?
배워냈어요.
Combat scenario clear. Now let's move on to Obina and that other guy. Ah, another bot. It's a concerned Poo Haujbud. What the fuck is a concerned Poo Haujbud? Go away. Today's expression is joy. This is the expression of joy. Here we go. On to the shop. Oh, look at that! Someone's Azure Blade. It's mine now. We stole it. You can't have it. It is mine now. Ooh, Angel's Cut, I'll take it. Much better. I'll take this one. I'll take this one as well. Make me powerful. Make me grandiose. Give me a rock. Give me clear mirror, calm water. It's time. It's time for big damage. Now we have 2 swords. We can have Kim dual wield now. Oh my, it's a slash pride weakness, and oh, what type of damage are we inflicting here, I wonder? What sort of damage will we be bringing to the party, Kinsalt? Still thinking about... I know your tricks. I know your tricks. You cannot trick me. I forgot to heal Faust! Oh, well, looks like Faust will die today. All right.
물러서지 않겠습니다.
자, 루신한테
Stab, 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 quick!
몇 번이고!
Faust is very slow in getting her health back. Big damage. That's a stagger.
맞아. 그것은 그 짝에 갖다 써야지. 별로 어려울 거 없잖아. 이거 당연히 그 식으로 해야지. 그런 거
혈이
Ah, both arms broken.
근데 펼쳐서 이만 찰줄 알았으면 빨리 좀 하지 그랬냐?
Nope, that would be suicidal. We are going to break your arms!
야? 아하! 비키어보여.
아주 박살내버렸시야. 화끈한 맛이 아주 딱이야.
Oh my god, bro. Just end her suffering. Everything is broken. She got a massive power up, but it's still not enough. Missed a spot there. Hi, who the hell are you?
외부 강사로 뛰던 것이 생각나네.
Who are you? Who is this guy? I've never seen him before.
일자를 다 쓸어버렸는 거지.
It's a weird guy. Anyway. Can't have this happen. Not yet. Not yet time. Now, if I recall correctly,
즐겁겠군!
아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것.
say goodbye to your shield, dipshit. You will be mine. You will be all mine in about a week. I'm not gonna roll for you. delicious stagger.
자, 봐라. 아까부터 두드려 맞더만. 이것밖에 헷갈렸어.
Delicious. It's time to show you who's a true swordsman in this. Time to show you who's the real swordsman in this gen. Time to show you who's the boss of this gen. Let's go.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
Hey, buddy, I think you got the wrong door. The House of Spiders 2 blocks down.
살을 베어내
Ah, we don't get to do it because he gets staggered.
육창
흉터의 결과요. 이만.
This fight has been kind of underwhelming, I'll be entirely honest.
야,
Goodbye.
물러서지 않겠습니다.
똑 떨어져야.
Well, it is floor 5, and it is
이제 싸게 치워본 것 같아.
the Blade Lineage, which has like 3 billion gifts to help them. Now, this is one of the joys of running a full team. First, I don't have to worry about combats that like, oh, you have one character, you're gonna die. 2, they have their own gifts, and they make them incredibly powerful.
판사는 완벽히 우리에게 있었다.
Hey, oh my god, that was close. And he took no damage. What the fuck? I never had that happen. He took no damage. Huh. And he almost caught up to Merso in terms of damage. So don't diss on Blade Lineage Sinclair ever again. In any case, the Blade Lineage. Today's a shorter stream because in 30 minutes the server will go for maintenance. Blade Lineage, it is very automatic, they support each other very, very well, and Kinsalt is their mentor. And being their mentor, he buffs the hell out of everyone by giving them coin power, and depending if he's using skill 2 or skill 1, he empowers the skill 1 or skill 2 of allies. Do I have enough modules? I do not. Well, I do this daily, so might as well pick it up day by day. Anyway, tomorrow, I do not know. I will tell you when it's time. I am leaning towards solo Fire Fist Gregor so we can hear a bit of screaming. But I don't know. I'll decide it later. So that's it for today. Soon the server will go on maintenance, so if you're doing your mirror dungeon, I recommend you go fully focus and commit to do it now. Otherwise, just wait until tomorrow. In any case, if you like the stream, recommend to friends. If you did not like, recommend to your enemies. And we'll have the blade to claim their homelessness attack hit him. That was horrible. I apologize. Goodbye, and until tomorrow. What?